Is the United States losing its grip on the Middle East? For decades, America dictated wars, shaped alliances, and controlled outcomes across the region. But today, something is different. A ceasefire is being discussed, negotiations are happening, and for the first time in a long time, the United States does not appear to be fully in control. Welcome to Story of the World, a channel where we explore history, ideology, and global affairs, connecting past events with present realities to understand how power, strategy, and belief systems shape our world. Recent developments have revealed a rapidly changing geopolitical landscape. Talks between the United States and Iran are now taking place, with Pakistan hosting the negotiations. At the same time, tensions continue across multiple fronts, from Lebanon to the Strait of Hormuz and across the Gulf region. But what stands out the most is this: the United States appears to be pushing for a ceasefire. This is not how American power has traditionally operated. Historically, the United States has acted from a position of dominance. It set the terms, it defined the objectives, and it enforced outcomes through military and political pressure. But this time, the situation is different. Even after weeks of conflict, Iran has not capitulated. There is no decisive outcome, and American officials themselves have admitted uncertainty about why Iran has not backed down. The role of Pakistan in these negotiations also reveals something important. Pakistan is not presenting its own solutions. It is not shaping the direction of the talks. Instead, it is facilitating discussions between larger powers. This reflects a broader pattern where certain states act as intermediaries rather than decision-makers. And in this case, the negotiations appear to be happening largely at the request of the United States. At the same time, China is playing a quiet but significant role. China has encouraged Iran to engage in negotiations, not out of political alignment, but because of economic necessity. The conflict has disrupted global energy markets. Rising oil prices directly affect China and Europe, both of which depend heavily on external energy supplies. For them, stability is critical. The Strait of Hormuz has become one of the most important pressure points in this conflict. This narrow passage controls a major portion of global oil flow. Any disruption here has immediate global consequences. But interestingly, the United States is less directly affected compared to others. In some cases, higher oil prices can even benefit its economic structure. This shifts the pressure toward other global economies. Despite its military strength, the United States now faces a different kind of challenge. Its objectives are not clearly defined. At times, the focus appears to be nuclear capabilities. At other times, it shifts to regional control or political leadership. Even within its own institutions, there are visible disagreements on strategy, and this lack of clarity reflects a deeper issue. The Middle East is no longer a region where one power can dictate outcomes. Multiple players are involved, interests are overlapping, and the situation is becoming increasingly unpredictable. The United States remains powerful, but its ability to control events the way it once did is no longer guaranteed. The question is no longer whether America is present in the Middle East. The real question is, can it still shape the region the way it once did?